So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present. I'm Petr Pridal from MapTiler, a company developing maps, but you may also know our georeferencer or Old Maps Online project. And less than a month ago, we were announcing a new effort at Stanford University. You may know our Old Maps Online, as I said, which happened to help over 20 million visitors from all over the world to interact with cultural heritage institution content and maps. And many times we just send people to the websites of the institutions to explore historical maps. So it's a search engine for historical maps, pioneering the exploration where you pan and zoom on a map and pick a time, and it gives you relevant documents, relevant scanned maps to explore and discover. It has been in fact launched in London, developed together with University of Portsmouth with support from JISC back then, over 10 years back in fact, and launched by David Ramsey back then at the New York Public Library. And now we are relaunching a new version, and that's what happened about a month ago back at the Stanford. All of this is possible because of more than 50 institutions which are partners on the Old Maps Online project, and which are publishing high-resolution scanned maps in a zoomable form on their websites. And this search engine is basically indexing these maps and making them available, so people can, instead of starting the discovery on the portal of the institution, they can discover the maps with the deep links on the websites of oldmapsonline.org. And what is now being done is that we are really launching a new version of Old Maps Online. There is no funding for this institution, for this effort, so it has been really my private effort, and I was keen to bring it up to the new level, upgrade the technology, and give it a new life. The whole idea is that we want to have more visual experience, and we started to work on things which are related to what the public wanted. So we were listening to the people and working on bringing more stories and historical context to the old maps, so they are not anymore only scanned images. We are keen to bring more experiences to the portal. So if I should start, I hope you will hear the music or sound. So what we have done is really bring up the history into the system. So there is a new timeline. As you slide, you will see kind of maps where the countries are changing, and you can include those 7,000 years map and explore regions, names, and places. Also switch to display first from link data connected to Wikipedia articles, exploring also people, notable people, and battles, conflicts that they were in the history. Next to that, we upgraded the maps visualization. Okay. So hopefully you can hear me now.
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah, so we basically upgraded the whole system significantly, added the regions, added the rulers, and added conflicts for giving people the historical context to when they discover a certain time period in the past and certain location, that they can really see what was happening at that time, who was the ruler, who was the king, a president, or prime minister, who were the pharaohs in the Egypt, or anything related to the history. So it's all powered by link data. In fact, it's demonstrator of the power of link data for the final end users. And this is bringing context to the historical maps, which are further improved on the visualizations. We are always giving credit to the institution. So whenever you see a map, you see also a logo, and you can get a link to the original catalog, and the institution itself is visibly promoted, attributed to as the original source of the document. And the entire user interface has been rebuilt, so it's highly mobile optimized. If you open on your mobile phone timemap.org or oldmapsonline.org and switch to the history discovery, you can basically pick it up out of the pocket whenever you are exploring a historical site with family or talking about history with friends in a pub or elsewhere, and just check the facts and zoom on a map and get more information out of the system. There is an upgrade also on the maps itself, and it goes beyond what is, see, yeah. It goes beyond basic administrative units, because we are plugging in different data from different systems. And now this is a demonstrator of open historical map, where people can vectorize and draw the road network and buildings even, and bring up for the given location the vector data in an open data form. But it's all combined with the historical maps. So by one click, you are immediately getting the scanned maps to the right location, because that was the complaint of the people, that they did not want to go to a different website, zoom in, and spend more time on the exploring. Now it's much more easier to get in, but you still get the view of a document, unwarped, unmodified, and can explore further the documents on their own. Yeah, there are other things in the portal, such as personalization. So you can log in and add your own personal map if you want to. You can favorite, you can upload images, or add any other IIIF existing maps from the outside ecosystem of the maps of the institutions. And there is plenty of technological advancements implemented in here. So it has been a lot of fun, in fact, to work on the R&D related to the knowledge graphs and link data. So it's all powered by ranking algorithms on top of that. And yeah, technologically, it's very interesting. Historically, it's extremely hard to do and close to impossible to do it well. So we are doing simplification. There has been a team of people, team of historians from the Academy of Science from Prague, working on this project and validating the data, doing quality control on the historical data. And there is a feedback button on the side, which may help us to improve the data further. So if you see something what is completely wrong, or if you have tips for what data can be ingested, please use the feedback button on the side. We are still helping institutions to do the crowdsourcing pilots, similar like the one you have seen on the British Library, or the one you see at the David Ramsey map portal. So for less than £3,000, if an institution wants to get crowdsourcing, including the top contributor and the widgets, you can contact us and get basically the volunteers and the support for white labeled, branded by your institution solution for georeferencing the maps, which were already discussed on this workshop a few minutes ago. And and we are really trying to combine the community of the people from different countries and getting them involved more into the history and applying what we have successfully did on the discovery of the maps into discovery of more historical content and connecting all these things together. It's also an opportunity to start to work on something like Google Maps of history together with institutions. So we are launching it. We don't have any funding. It would be lovely to have a group of partners as well and bring this to a new level. We know how to do this because the Maptiler is a company developing modern maps for customers such as NASA or Siemens or Bosch, and you are very probably using our maps if you watch weather forecast. COVID dashboards in UK are powered by our maps, for example, or where. And we are working with Ordnance Survey and Swiss Topo and different national agencies on processing data, so the knowledge is there. Now it would be amazing to upgrade the history and make a way how to discover the history through maps. And the way is through the link data, through connecting the different partners. And we are very much keen to link also local projects. So if people zoom in to a place, that they can click and go to a different website, to your website, if you have very relevant content to the place and time which is displayed on the map to the users. So thank you very much. I hope that Time Map is the new place where you can look for historical context when you are watching news or talking to friends or preparing a school homework. And this visual system provides historical links and allow people to read more and get engaged with the history, but it's in your pocket, optimized for mobile phone, and it's an alternative to search for history next to Google and Wikipedia. You can also go to Time Map now. Looking forward to hear some questions and feedback.
Thank you, Peter.